Okay. See where we're where we're at here. All right. So we're gonna look at an app today. Today we're going to look at Fahabalo. Follow. I think it's a play on words. You track up animal. Say, choose your animal, you know. I can dolphin across whatever. And this is spam, and I can't get rid of. So yeah. Anyways, let me see if I have music. Yep. All right. So this is the site. It's just a bunch of garbage. Let's see. I'm gonna move this over here. Get this here. I'm gonna do. I'll fire up Burp Suite later, a different way. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pause the thing for a second. Can I stop or is there not? There's no pause button. Okay. I guess I'll just run this again. Now I got two Jamborees. CMD, 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 shell. Here's my shell. We're gonna run this and run. Temporary. So we got that running. We're gonna do x86-64. Gonna look at the log, which is here. So this goes away. And then this second Jamboree goes away. I think. So we're left with two Jamborees. Yeah, the real one and the whatever. Right. Let's see if I can't find music. There's a playlist somewhere I had. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't find it. Whatever. All right, so we're gonna just close this for now. Close that. We got this running. We have no emulator yet. Oh, yeah, we do. So emulator's running. We're gonna install Magisk. Now you have to be quick with the Magix installer because it doesn't give you a ton of time. Should get a pop-up here. There we go, temporary install. That's what we want. So install, click patch. It's gonna bring up downloads with the fake boot. Let's go. You have 60 seconds to do this part. I should keep this video for a new video of Jamboree, because I have not done a new Jamboree video in quite some time. Closing this, I'm closing this, so I have two windows. I guess I can stream in here possibly. Join voice, share OBS, something like that. Okay, so I've got Discord, YouTube, and Twitch going. I have no idea where the free music is. Copyright free. Let's see what we get. It's too loud for me. Okay, it's something. We're still waiting for Jamboree, and emulator, which is now gone. So I think we're good. We gotta start it back up. We should have admin now. Go back to this. We're gonna keep this link. Minimize this. I need to log in with a real account, which something like this. I'm gonna let this marinate. What I'm missing also is system cert. We should get a pop-up here, so now we know we have root. Don't know what that is. No such file or directory. Converting burp to sir. Jamboree, test type, listen, because it does not exist. Copy pin to Android format. No such file or directory. It didn't like this part. So I'll try that again. Oh, the burp file does not exist, which means Burp Suite is not running on the right proxy port. Oh, this is all open. I put my, I don't have my glasses. Great. Well, whatever. Alright. So the proxy's up. Not sure what's going on here. Every time you run, oh, I had to click the Burp Suite community. That's why. I think that's the only thing that pulls in the certificate, unfortunately. So it's kind of broken. If you're using a third-party Burp Suite tool, I need to put that on the fix list. So I'm just gonna cancel out of that, and so now I have my Burp Suite certificate now. I think it's supposed to do that on startup, I think. So we got our copied over, went on the SD card. So now we're running, we have the certificate from Burp Suite on the SD card. The thing we need to do is go ahead and get this guy logged in. Let's skip all this. Alright. I'm gonna slide this over here just in case. Just a testing account. Either way. Don't really care about any of that. I like to run Google Play and let it marinate in the background while I'm trying to figure stuff out. Now, there is forced traffic to Burp, which I'm not going to do quite yet, because I don't see any traffic at all. And that's what I should see, is something coming in through the proxy here. We have the cert installed. It's not active because I don't see a pop-up that says, you know, Google whatever. So I think we're going to want to restart here in a second, just to make sure we've got man in the middle, something. We're not picking up anything. Traditionally, you'll see at least HTTP in here. HTTPS you'll see once you get cert. So cert's definitely in there. I'm gonna, I think you can hold this down sometimes. No, you can't. So I'm gonna do ADB shutdown. Okay. All right, now we're going to start it back up again. That turns some air on. Okay. We should see stuff in here. I don't know why we're not seeing. I always keep port 8080 open for Burp Suite, so there should not be nothing else installed here. I don't know why I'm not getting the certificate warning. We can go in here and check the module. Always trust user certs, so that's good. Google security alert. I don't really want to do this, I don't think. So we're logged in. What I'm gonna do is, I don't care, man. It's 20 questions. So this app is called This app won't work on your device. Okay. So we do APK. Let me look for F. I don't see the app. I mean, this isn't probably gonna work. That's APX. 26. If you're trying to install apps, you can do the install base APKs. That'll give you all the few tools for working with these. So ADB B, ADB push FA to SD card. No, I don't have ADB on here. So we go back to Jambo, start a shell. It's pulling down Git right now. These mixed APKs have all the binaries in them, so hopefully we'll have x86 or x64 or something like that. Huh? Okay. Myself. That's not what I want. Let's see, delete. Alright, we got our APK and whatever. I can do APK. That's not gonna work though. Yeah, it doesn't know what an XAPK is. So that's why we have SAI. Installer, install APKs. You gotta put it in download. Provided file is not an APK file. Oh shit. Alright, let's try this again. File picker, downloads, base APK configuration architecture. 64, yeah, that's fine. I don't know, I can take this. So I can take this whole thing. Alright, I have no idea. Yeah, it's like re-download from Touch the Source. Older versions. Alright, back here. Push this guy. Right, transferred. Go back here. One. I have no idea what's going on. Still get the same error. I can try and extract it. sometimes that doesn't work. This isn't gonna work. Oh, why is that working? Select all 4, it says. Okay, bro. So we're gonna go back here. This isn't gonna work. Okay. It's 4, right? I don't get it. Alright, we can do ADB debug. We're gonna go export text. Let's say export text again. We're say open. I'm gonna paste all this in here. It's a lot of text. That's a command? That's not a command. That's made up. That's a hallucination. Right. Okay, well, what's that? Okay. So we're gonna ADB kill. No, we're gonna shut down. We'll do it live. It's more and more emulators are not supported. It's just happening more and more now. now we're gonna do. This is probably not gonna work. I need to install burp system cert. So this is my real phone. Okay, so that's happy. We got the cert on there. I'm going to shut it down. I guess reboot. Is that a thing? Nice. You're gonna start to see all kinds of stuff you're not supposed to see. It's a real phone, so don't want you to see all the goodies when they start raining credentials. I'll do network connections and make sure HTTP2 is off. We'll see. Let's make sure like this works. Yep. So proxy works. Clear. Can you see that? So we're gonna do maybe this guy. So you're gonna see what happens in Burp Suite. So we've installed the certificate, which I don't see in the list here, which is not great. It definitely got installed because it's in that list. Right? Because we pulled the cert down from the app, so the cert is in there. Yeah. So that's in there, and it got pushed. So this app is called what now? FAHLO. Here we go. So here's the app. And if we're lucky, I mean, it's talking to the phone, so that means actually more stuff is working than I actually thought. So we'll see. Running free to, does it tell you what? ARM64. I don't think that's right. Not an expert. Oh, it's running. Okay. I don't really care if any of this is whatever. So the app is running. I'm not seeing any traffic, which is not ideal. Don't understand why I'm not seeing any of the traffic. That's weird. Like nothing. Here's the 8081. I don't know why that's there. Remove. I can do the invisible, but I don't think that's going to help us. Let me just try a basic app that I know will not be proxied. So I gotta find the what is it, ant something? Ant goat? Andro goat. So we got that. Grab a shell. ADB, install and goat. I have to put the. There's a debug option that keeps the phone on, but there's a ton of these on-screen apps that are probably malware. But I did install AndGoat. You can't see what's on my screen, but I'm basically running AndGoat, which is a testing platform that should allow us to see some HTTP and HTTPS. So none of those are working. So we're going to tap that community link again. That's going to cause the certificate chain thing to go. So we pulled our cert down. It's added to the local host in here somewhere. Then we're going to do that. Install cert. No. We'll try this again. Silence, file exists, cert push. Should ask you to reboot. I'll hit reboot. So it should get dropped here. Even when the phone's rebooting, you still see it in the device list. I'm about to force all the traffic through the proxy, but I need to make sure that we're actually gonna want that to happen. All right, let's see. IP tables. I think it's an IP tables rule. So the real question is what I always forget the command. Print the default route for Android shell. IPR. So 10 minus 0 124. That is not going to work. That doesn't make any sense. You can't have a default rate of .0, can you? That's not a real IP. Is it .24? What? That's not right. Default via IPR grep default. There's no default route. I'm kind of confused. Telling the AI I get no output. There we go. Alright, see default via 192, I'm just going to take that 1 VLAN. So this is connected to the Wi-Fi. It is not connected to this host. So I need to force all the traffic through this host, which is 156. I use a notepad for like super temporary notes. I'm gonna replace, I guess, 10.0.2. with this. This is kind of annoying. And I guess I can do a PowerShell through here. Close this out, do a shell. And I'm going to do a shell and get PowerShell. So this may or may not work. Let's see what happens. See, I'm still not getting any traffic, which is weird. That's wrong. So where's your ETH0? Where is this defined? Nowhere? Okay. Of course, E0 equals something. E0 equals this. You can't find ADB, of course not, because you don't know where that is. Bar CD is somewhere around here. I want to say bar CD equals get location. Alright, anyways, we're going to do ADB shell, SU, IP tables, F, so we're going to flush the IP tables. I should have just started it out with this. We're going to flush, and then we're going to replace this with the ETH0, take the space out. Then we're going to do this. It's 80 and 443, we're forcing through the proxy. And we're pretty much effectively now we're forcing everything through the proxy. Which I'm a little confused as to why nothing is coming. Like, it's like empty. This is odd. What else is this thing? I'm looking up the TCP4, UDP, we're gonna do 8080. So if Java's listening on 000, 8080. We can do a check if we want to, like a portal is inaccessible. Alright, so we need like an easy curl. Okay, well that went through. See? Got that. So for some reason, our traffic is not going to the proxy. Is this some fancy anti whatever stuff that's going on here? Because the cert is definitely installed. It's magic cert's installed. Horse traffic through burps, what I just did. I'm not getting anything except for the traffic that I just tested. Yeah, there's the Tinker stuff. So what am I missing? Well, first off, it's not showing up in the list. So I can do the purpose system cert. And it's getting pushed. So this guy. Here's our certs. So I'm gonna make sure. I want to say it's in here somewhere, but probably not. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so that's the cert. we can even do our shell. That's it. Sure, what's going on here? We're gonna leave this open. Because one, I've forced the traffic to go through IP tables, and nothing is happening. We have our, what is all this? What is all this? Well, that's interesting. Where's my command line? If I rule, it's not in here. Let's go back to. I don't see my. I mean, it's listening on all ports. We're not doing any weird segmentation. I was able to talk to it from the desktop. Yep. I mean, this phone should be exploding right now with all the stuff that it's doing. Okay, I'm turning the SIM card off, forcing it on the internet. There we go. I had to turn off the Wi-Fi. I don't know why I'm on guest. Shouldn't be on guest. I also shouldn't be able to see traffic from guests. Doesn't make a ton of sense. I'm not on guest Wi-Fi. Oh, I guess guest can talk to internal? That's not healthy. Okay, that's not good. I gotta fix that. Alright, SSL depending. What's it called? FAHLO. FAHLO. Alright, so we got it. Here's our app. I like to clear history and then turn everything on, because Burp Suite is not about trying to pick everything up. Okay, so here's our post. We're gonna call it Challenger. Can't spelled. CHALLENGER. There's a get. There's request minimizer, which I don't know if I got it in here. Did you get one PP QR? Did you get one PQR? PQR? Can't see anything. Oh, it says reinstall. Okay. Oh, I have to push this to the proxy repeater. Merge it in some new tab. I don't know what that is. This can go. Here's our thing. Here's our authorization packet. Let's see where that shows up. It's gonna be a. Now that authorization packet is way nothing. That's like we're pushing it the whole time. So what we have to do, don't allow. We're gonna lose our token, so we have to clear this out. We know what the request is, but we need to grab this. We know what the request is, but we need to grab this token. So here's, yeah, I don't know what that is. Who cares? Okay. We'll figure that all out later. We'll actually probably push to the API for that. So what we need to do to get a new token is, of course, this is a whatever app. We're gonna log out, kill the application itself, force stop. Gotta take this, put it in our little notepad here. So here's our request. I don't need to restart Burp Suite, but I do need to restart the app. It's actually great because the newest version detects the architecture, so you don't have to specify a Frida version. I forgot I did that, or AI did that at least. FAHLO. So now it's cross-platform, cross whatever. It automatically detects the right architecture and will run the right thing. I do not remember my password for this piece of junk. So let's see. So we're in the proxy. We got me. Wow, we already have an authentication token. How is that possible? How is that possible? All right. So since we already have an auth token, we're gonna have to do global thermal nuclear war. What's the name of this app? Folio. We still have an authentication token that we just posted. So obvs, we're caching something. Even though we told it to log out, it still has an authentication token. That's not how logging out works, bro. So I've killed the app. I've wiped the thing, and the camera location. I'm gonna not allow it any access. The emulator will crash if you try to do permission-based stuff. Let me clear history. Yes. We're gonna actually, I forgot to close this. App info. I gotta stop it again. I gotta clear storage, clear cache, and then I have to start it through here actually. Not gonna use this. Traditionally, the force tunnel stuff. I don't know which one of these work. I actually think it was this. This might be the new hotness. This settings put. I swear I've used this before, and it crapped everything out. But that is interesting. Clear global proxy when finished. I don't know what that means. I guess when I'm done. FAH. So we have the proxy cleared. It's on everything. Now we're going to clear this out. Show all. Apply. Clear. I'm not showing you most of the screen. Excuse me, because I'd rather not throw up cookies all over the place. Amplitude, what is this? Amplitude.com? Is that this dumb app? Base boost. No, that's not it. A clear history. I'm gonna kill all the tasks first. What is this constant amplitude.com? I have no idea what this is. Just analytics, but from 2 to what? I have no idea what analytics. This is not Google, whatever that is. So whatever, who cares? All right, so that's just the API key for some spam crap. So we're gonna clear this out. Clear history, yes. Then we're gonna click OK. The good thing is we didn't have to do any crazy stuff to get the history. Ooh, it crashed. Why did you crash? Hey, how's it going? Let me turn the music down. I can kind of hear you. I had to turn you up a little bit. What's up? I am trying to get bypass this app for Find a Penguin or something. So you get this necklace that's got a barcode that makes you download an app, which makes you sign up for some account through this whatever this website is, and then you get to find out where your dolphin is or whatever. FAH, this company? Yeah, or like it. Oh, I didn't do it right. It's called something. Track animal tracking. Yeah, so like the whole thing is like you get a bracelet and it's got a barcode, and technically there's a tracker on this animal. It could be an elephant or a whale shark or whatever. You should be able to see my screen somewhat. Um, yeah, yeah. But the idea is, it's supposed to be a cute thing. The problem is they want you to sign up for some crap. So I'm trying to find like a exposed API where you can just like type in the ID of the animal and not have to log in, right? What you up to? Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to hunt down what this where this URL goes. Um, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm old, so I don't really know what kids are doing. Um, what I would say is nowadays you gotta like try and figure out what you're interested in, um, and what kind of drives you helps. Um, so kind of figure out, oh, is it mobile apps? Is it web apps? Is it APIs? Is it like cloud stuff? Is it physical? Is it, rockets or Internet of Things or hardware or whatever? And then kind of go from there, or just start learning like fundamental. Like, what kind of stuff did you used to do? What's your background? Where are you at in your whatever journey, I guess? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Asking you. Okay, okay. Yeah. Cool, cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. The old way is to start from the beginning and not even do security. Just do IT. It just depends on the audience where they're at. I mean, if they have an IT background and they understand technology, and they've worked help desk or they've been like an IT admin, then you can kind of yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's usually what you get is people that are interested but they don't I have no idea what this API call that keeps happening over and over again. I gotta trace whatever app that is on my phone. It's like calling out to something over and over again, like every 2 seconds. It's probably some jank app on my phone. But yeah, if you got to get a feel for the audience and where they're at, and then dynamically do the class based on that. So like, for example, if I tried to do like a Jamboree thing for Android emulation and like half the people don't even know, they're all iPhone, or maybe they've never used an emulator before, and more than half the room says, I don't know what emulators are, and the other half of the room is Apple. I'll have to kind of take it back and say, okay, let's start by just explaining what everything is, and then maybe just getting the emulator, and that'll be it for the class. But then I've been instances, fewer than more, where I've gone in and be like, all right, who's used Burp Suite here? And like the whole room raises their hand, and you're like, okay, well that sets the tone for the rest of the class. Let's go ahead and move into the next steps and figure out where people are at. And so you kind of have to, it just depends on whatever. But generally speaking, you'll, unless you get regulars to the meetups, you'll be kind of underwhelmed at what you end up doing. And the idea is to kind of do 101, 102 classes and then do, my idea was to leave like the last, 30 minutes to like a flash talk or like a share, show and tell thing. So anything like something like this, you'd be like, okay, well, I just took this app and like I started poking around with it, and I found out that the barcode doesn't actually do anything, and there's really only 130 animals. They say there's 50,000, but I enumerated all of them, and here's my homework, and kind of like something more advanced that folks that are regulars can at least get an idea of. Get something different or neat or interesting, and then the non-regulars can be like, ooh, I want to learn how to do that one day. And you can get some more. If it's just the same old every time, you want to breathe some life into it. So that's my idea. But I never got around it. Whereabouts are you hosting? Yeah, 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 yeah. And you can kind of do that, for folks. Um, like until you get enough people that, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and for me, it's always been like the consistency. It's like doesn't really matter what you do as long as you can be consistent and commit to, okay, every Friday at 6 o'clock I'm doing this thing, rain or shine. If nobody shows up, then whatever. If one person shows up, um, kind of go from there. Uh, Sure. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. I know uh, the the Freeside Atlanta. I went there. I don't know, 10 years ago, way back in the day. Um, and that's weird. I'm not getting a token from these guys. Um, yeah, I've been a few times there, and then I did go to the Black Hack meetup that was down there. Yeah, lots changed. Still the same. I think they moved once. But they might even still be at the same place. But anyways, um, yeah, I mean it's a good group of folks. It's just a bit of a drive for me, unfortunately. So, um, I haven't been going to that. Yeah, the Roswell area. I mean, it'd take me a good 15 minutes to get down there. Um, mhm. Yeah. Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm around if you ever wanna, do like a web-based workshop. I used to be able to go to a fair amount of the meetups. Not so much. Yeah. Yeah. I've been trying to stream this type of stuff every once in a while here and there. Um, and that seems to kind of, and I'll do like Hacker Public Radio episodes. But other than that, I don't get a ton of time. I tried to do something at our local makerspace, and then it's kind of got expensive. Yeah, Roswell Fire Labs, and that's the local, what is it, DC something around here. I don't know. I went to one and it was, yeah. Was that y'all? Um, yeah. This is one where they met at somewhere reasonably close. I guess maybe 493. No, it might be 470 is the new. Yeah, I think. And they met up at somewhere, and I met there, and I don't think the drive was horrible, but I was like, hey, you might want to talk to these people because they have a space, but I'm not a member anymore. But if you could talk to them, and they talk to me, and maybe you could convince them to let you host there, because it's like right down the street from me, and it's a nice space, and they got plenty of room and power and internet to do stuff. But yeah, it's a bit of a thing to try to get people to do stuff. Um, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Sure. Yeah. That's cool. You got metrics for that. Yeah, it's cool. You got those type of metrics. So, um, yeah. 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 Yeah, there's a couple of like local places I'll go to. It's like ATL Tech ATL Tech ATLs ATL. The like it's one of those like sublet buildings where you ask for a you can rent a space or whatever, a startup incubator kind of atmosphere thing. Um, yep. So yeah, feel free to reach out if you're interested in. Um, Most of my projects now are the Jamboree project, which is the Android emulator and all the other friends that go along with it, and like AI, local AI agentic coding stuff. I've gotten pretty good at and making it super slim and super cheap and unlimited tokens. Um, so that's kind of what I've been playing with recently. No problem. Cool. Nice chatting with you. Later. All right. This is the animal page. What I'm looking for is the history map, which I'm not seeing for some reason. Challenger track now. It's like the whole map is all jabangled. Um, like I've got the intro, I've got the sneezes. These little pictures, it's like stock photos of a penguin. Here we go. 19.6. 19.6. Yeah, there's the like types traveled. Here's another 19.6. Is this the same payload? Yeah. Does it have his location? Speed, width, height, trending data, height, width. There's an ID there. So I'm gonna take this, take this, and I'm gonna take this, repeater, minimize, copy as curl command. I want to put this guy here. So we've got something to work from. The weird thing is I don't know how to get this token. I don't know how long it lasts. Oh, apparently not long. Wow, it's already expired. Bonus. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the proxy, grab that, send it to our second repeater. Grab the okay, then minimize, minimizer, new tab. So this token is dead. This token's good, I think. Oh, here's a longitude, latitude, yeah. But where's the history? I want the history. How come that's not coming in? That must be coming from some other thing um, that's not happy. So what you can do is um, what is it? Um, there's some SSL pinning going on, and I'm missing something. So it's getting chopped off somewhere. Just want to show all, apply, clear history. Do we need anything in here? I don't think so. I'm gonna go back and clear history. Let's see, and turn on intruder or interceptor. That's like a binary blob. That's that amplitude thing. The API animal. That's the animal ID. Is this for whatever thing? It's a unique cache, so it's not anything questionable. This is an encoded payload. Feed page 1. I don't feel like I understand. There's a big old blob of blob. I think this is all the same stuff. Lat. Because the location is like up here somewhere. Is that the beginning? Count 38. Maybe that'd be next page 2. Page 1. Oh, page 2. This is all just like dumb data. It's like stock footage. What I want is what I want is I want the GPS stuff. So I'm gonna kill this. Start it up normally. And hopefully I'll be able to see the history. It's awkward. All animals. Share empty. Satellite. It's not even working locally. So what I'm looking at here is trying to get the map back, and the map doesn't appear to be working at all anymore. It's not loading the map at all. I wonder if it's a on internet only thing. So somewhere in here we can specify our internet. Back to, nope. Network preferences. We use Wi-Fi networks. So where's like the SD, the get back that SIM card. Alright, so I'm jumping back on the cellular network, and I'll bet it will work then. I'm honestly confused now, because I can't see. I can't see where he is. Collected, uncollected. Collected, uncollected, collected. And I click it, and nothing happens. I get a blank page for the app. Just quite odd. Okay. So help me understand what I'm missing. Like it says, can't share image. Like it is pissed. It's pissed for some reason. It's like the auth token is bad or something, or it never gave me an auth token for something. I want to clear cache, clear storage, reopen it. Log in. Nope. Log in. Let me check the permissions. So when you reset permissions, or when you reset the app, I'm gonna allow notifications just in case. When you reset the app, all the permissions reset, and that screws up these apps sometimes. So sometimes you have to go in and grant all the permissions back and then reopen the app. Like, I got no map. It's like totally trash now. I guess I can restart or something. I'm not sure what's going on. See, how long have I been going? An hour and 19 minutes. I don't know. I don't have a ton of time. So the first time, the reason I couldn't do the app is because I couldn't get the app to install for whatever reason, even though it should work x86 stuff. So I'm gonna reopen the app. Like, this doesn't make any sense. FAHLO. 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 Yeah, that's right. No internet connection. Oh, that's not good. It says internet connected. There must be some shenanigans going on, or root detection, or passive banning, passive blacklisting, or something. Because I can't even get to the App Store right now. on my phone. Yeah, it's like I'm not even on the internet, which doesn't make a sense. Oh, because I forced all the traffic through the proxy. That's why. So I gotta get rid, I gotta get rid of those rules. All right, let's go back out in here. Where's our notepad? I was like, why is nothing working at all? So we're gonna say, do this. Okay, so now we should have internet working. All right, let me clear the firewall, which get rid of all of this. Tables F. Okay. So that's why it wasn't downloading stuff, because it was coming through the proxy, but it wasn't. Nothing seems to be working, actually. Like, I can't even get on the internet anymore. Have to restart, maybe? Because I flushed the IP tables. Right, and I did this, ran these two commands. Okay, so the internet works now. What I want to do is clear history, and I want to man in the middle again. This is plugged in. Let's do a simple AND goat. I want to do SSL pinning. AND GOAT is what I use to test test apps. Just to test connectivity. Yeah, AGOAT is what it's called. Actually, we're gonna kill it. So here's the app, AGOAT. We're gonna. It's always too big. I don't know why this is so massive. So we run it, and it crashes. Cool. That's interesting. Where's the app? Did I uninstall it? Oh, I did. Because the internet wasn't working. So there must be some SSL pinning going on with the location history. The current history is here. I can just do like a repeater, and I'm good, and I get whatever. This is not even whatever anymore. So that's a multi-session, because I can create multiple sessions, which is fine more or less, as long as they expire. So that's kind of like having the same account on, or the same, I can't type. There's extra Q in there. Yeah, it's like Google. So now that it's working, I want to switch back and see what happens once I click the, so I'm going to go to the proxy. There's nothing in here. We're going to switch all this to crazy mode. So I should start getting, yep, I'm getting stuff. Okay, so here's this. No idea what that is. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna show all. What is that amplitude? I gotta figure out where this is coming from. I can do logcat. I'm not gonna let you look at my logcat, but I'm definitely gonna do a kill all. All right, so I can run that clear history. Logcat. I mean, this is it. Replace. What is this? What? It's not a URL. Copy URL. Bro. What? Is that a maximum amount of characters reached, I guess? There we go. I guess they have a maximum input field or something. I'm looking at this spam. I don't know. Some tracker. AllTrails uses it. I don't know. The Tesla Coil app uses it, I guess. Whatever. Wow, lame. Lame! Copy scroll command. I think I'm gonna get rid of this, get rid of Discord, get rid of this other Chrome, probably. I think that's about it. All I can kill. For now, at least. Alright, a simple make a cool map page that tracks this. I don't know how to spell penguin. How do you spell penguin? P-E-N-G ping U-N. Message makes on a map with wait, why is it 1,000 and something characters? Huh, I guess so. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna make a bad API. Like, before it would show you the history, which is strange. For stop, I'm gonna clear out the shell and then maybe reboot again. I think my video memory is crashing. Everything. Yeah, I gotta get off the stream. Alright, we'll figure this out later. Stop streaming. Stop virtual cam.